Hello everybody and welcome to my second video for Day of Defeat mapping. First off, we're going to start by going ahead and saving this as a new file, seeing how this is the second tutorial. Okay, so first thing I'm going to talk about is the water. From our last tutorial, I just made the water real simple. No like waves or anything, so if you want to make it like into waves, water, you will hit the 2 infinity button and or hit Control T. Then go to Funk Water. You don't have to give it a name. Render mode, you would do texture. About 128 is usually good for water. And you can ignore all this except for these two down here. The contents, you can change it to wherever. Wave height, I usually do 1. And that's about it. So for the water, simple. And now I'm gonna first off, I'm gonna delete the skybox. I'll put it back in later, but this is so you can see it easier. And then I'm gonna do something with these later, but not now. So I'm gonna start off by making the rest of the map, I guess you can say. So we'll just clip that out. Go ahead and make the grass. Okay. Just give me a minute or two while I do this part. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's the ground part. Where we make the walls. For this, I'm just gonna stretch it out like that. Okay. Almost done with this half. Okay, so yeah. That should do for what I'm going to show you. And to just make things go by quicker, I'm going to go ahead and clip this real quick. Now I'm going to select all this, copy and paste it over down here. I'm going to flip it. I might want to flip it the other way too. Okay, we almost got it in. Almost. Let's see how this winds up. this out. And we just expanded it. Now next I'm going to go ahead and start building a small spawn house to our new spawn. So I'm going to go ahead, make it about this tall. Should do. Okay. That's one. Let's go to the other one. There. Now let's move the spawn guys to their new spot. Then once I get all these moved, then I can start telling you how to do the rest. If I'm going to explain. Right now I could make them change their direction so they face the right way, but for time reasons I'm not going to. But you can do it if you want to. Okay, so now what we're going to do with the middle area is make it into like a house, sort of. Not a very good one, but you know, whatever works. So I'm going to go ahead and make this taller. And then this I'm going to have to move actually into its new spot. There. Let's go ahead and make windows. And there's more than one way to do this, but I'm going to use the clipping tool to do this. I'm just going to go ahead and clip it like this. And then you can just take that out. See? One window. Now let's do the other one. You gotta watch out with the beta. Sometimes clipping can go wrong with the beta. Now that we got our windows in, let's add a roof to it. And that should fit in. Oh, I still need to clip this. Oops. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this the easier way. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and save this as is. So now we got ourselves an okay house. let's go ahead and move these to this corner over here. Okay. And these will go over here. Okay, now let me go ahead and find door texture, because that's what we're going to be doing. The door. I guess I'll use this one. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and clip this. I'll go ahead and clip it and resize it to make sure it's the right height. Okay. Again. Right about there. Okay. With this door, we're gonna make it skinnier. Okay, so this go down to 4, make it go in once, and now we got a little door there. Click on this button for texture application, apply texture all, and this time we don't have to do any texture shifting, so that's a good thing for you all. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna go ahead, clip it, find out. Okay. Sit on the 4, make it thinner. Go in here, apply the texture. I also need to make the roof there. So let's go back and get our texture here and make it real quick. Wrong one, probably. Yeah. Okay. So now we need to make our door rotate. There are 2 different ways to make a door. There's a funk door, which is just a sliding door, but you're probably not going to use that a lot. And then there's a funk rotating door, but for that you need an extra brush. You need a texture with the origin brush. So here's what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and make the origin brush on where it's going to rotate at. If you get to do this, it'll just rotate in the center of the map, which is not a good thing. So you need to make an origin brush for each door. Which isn't that hard. Okay, now to make this an actual working door, we're going to go ahead, select both it to control, hold control, select both of them, hit Control T, go funk door rotating. Name, don't give it a name unless you want it to be targeted by a button. Better than that, let's see here. Distance will be 90. Let's see if there's anything at all here that you should watch out for. May want to change that if you want to. I think it's just fine for now, I think. If not, you can just adjust it later. I'm just trying to get you going here. Okay. If these doors don't work, you can adjust it later. Right now, it's just that you know how to make a rotating door. So now, we're gonna get a ladder here. We're gonna get a ladder. We're gonna do this one. Okay. For the ladder, we're gonna make it here. 32. We're gonna make it high enough. Okay, obviously it needs to be higher. Yeah, that looks good. So now let's make it way thinner. And then you're gonna turn this into an infinity, Control T as usual. But make this one a funk wall with the window mode of solid and a FX amount of 255. That way you'll be able to see through it. To actually make the ladder, you have to create another one. Just right in front of it. Let's go to textures. Grab this one here just so you can identify it as a trigger. Or an infinity actually. Go ahead and do funk ladder. That's all you need to do for that. And then we're gonna go do the same thing over here. So we go over here. We add it here. Down to there. We better go get our other texture. Select it. Hit that. Make it thinner. Do the same thing. Let's go ahead and get this in here. Make it the same height. Okay. Turn this one into a funk wall. Same thing. Solid. 255. And then funk ladder. I'm gonna go double check my other one right over here real quick. Yeah, okay. So now that you know how to make ladders, let's go ahead and do a control the flag bit. So what you need to start off with is creating, well no, actually let's make the bridge real quick. Okay, because I'm going to put a flag on a bridge. So I gotta find something here that I can use for a good looking bridge. I'm gonna go ahead use this one. Even though it's a wall, I'm gonna make it a bridge. I don't care. Okay. Okay. Toward that one. There, we're gonna clip it. There. There. Delete these out. There we go. Nice looking bridge. Save. Okay, now back to the flag system thingy. We're gonna go ahead and create another entity. Somewhere won't be blocking the others. Go into properties, We're going to start off by making two DoD score. Here we go. This one we're going to name it Allies Win. Okay. For Team Allies. You can change the points if you want to. The message will be Allies Win. Okay. So now that we got that one done, let's do another one. This one will be for the Axis. Okay. Now we have to do another one. Of Infinities just for simple control of the flag type map. DoD control point master. And for this, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna have it target that score entity we created. Same thing here. Group name, basically the flags that we use. Okay. So now that we got all those created, fun, not really, but now we're going to set the actual flags themselves. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do 3 flags. So we're going to go DoD control point. We don't have to name it or anything. You can do a sound later if you want. I'm not going to do it this time around. Group name, flag group, index. It's the male flag, so we're going to put 2 here. For this one, we're not actually going to let them touch it to capture it. We're going to make it a time capture area. So no, they cannot touch it to capture it. Make sure you line it up. It's good here. Okay. Let's go over here. Probably this side. Yeah. Yes, yes. Group name. Flag group. And that's all we need to do for this one, actually. So this one's okay. Well, except for the index 1. We're gonna make sure that's on the ground. It's okay if that's a little bit sticking out. I'm guessing it's okay. As long as the X doesn't go out. Because I tested this earlier and it worked just fine. So now we got a flag there. Close enough. Okay, we're gonna do another one here. And this will be the last one. Last flag that is. Yes. Group name, flag, group. The index of this will be 3. And that's all we need to do to set that one. And it's not lined up. So there. Save it. And then for, again, time's sake, I'm going to just not make the door here. I'm just going to clip out where there should be a door. You can make it if you want. But I'm not going to. Okay, so. Clip that out. Do the same thing over here. Okay. Now I'm going to do a really simple environment model in TNT. Basically because I just don't want to waste that much time trying to make it all perfect and stuff. So for this, we're going to probably place it right in front of the flag here. We're going to change this here, the skin, go into map models, let's find sandbags. Now there's like 7 or 8 sandbags in this one model. You can just change it with the model name, but I'm just going to keep default. Okay, so I need to rotate this. So we just use this to kind of get an idea. Yeah, that'll do. Now, when you actually play this in game, it's not going to actually block player movement. If you actually want it to, we would have to go find this. And then I'm going to be lazy again. I'm going to try and make this as close as possible. Okay, let's move it up 1. Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn this into a bunk wall. This will also make it detect it as sand, so if you shoot it, sand will come out. Render mode. Let's see. I think it's texture. And then whether or not if you want it invisible. I think completely invisible is 255 for 0. I'm not sure. You can change it later if you need to. But I'm thinking 255. So let me go ahead and copy both of these. Paste it into here. Okay. Let's flip it. That should automatically. It should. I don't think it did though. Nah, it didn't. Okay. So let's select both of these. Put it in front. Okay. I'm not going for perfection here. Now, we want them to be able to deploy their guns. The machine gunners. So let's go ahead and grab one of these. And what we're going to do is, we're going to make an area where they can do this. Right about there. Should do good. Turn that into a DLD trigger sandbag. And then the way you want them facing will be determined by this. And that looks correct. So let's go do the same thing for the other side. Add this in. That should be high enough. Same thing for this one. Okay. looks good to me. Let's lower this one. Okay. Just being picky. Yeah. Okay. I think that almost covers everything I want to talk about. Yeah. I know what else I forgot. Sound. I'm pretty sure that when a team captures all the flag, I'm sure you want that music to play. Well, you have to make it do that. You know what? Let's go place these near their spawn. And this will be for the allies. The name is going to be the same thing. This way, it also gets targeted when it targets that other one. We're looking for US win. Flags. Play everywhere and is not loop. Very important. Okay, so same thing over here. Okay. Axis win. Okay. Now the last thing before you want to compile is to put the sky up. With the sky, it really doesn't matter how you do it. You can make it nice and neat and put it in between each one. Or, let's find a sky texture. You can be just like me. Just slap it over the whole thing and not bother to equip it. You could if you want to, but the sky texture doesn't have the R speeds or anything, so whatever you want to do with it, that's your business. I think with this, let me check around. Make sure I didn't accidentally create any problems. And I covered everything I was supposed to. I know what else I forgot. Okay. The middle flag is never going to get capped unless we do this. We're going to have to add an area where they can cap it, which would be this whole bridge. Okay. So we need to turn this into a DoD capture area. You know what? I think I forgot to name that flag. So, can always cap, yes. 3 seconds is long enough to cap that. Okay, don't forget to name your middle flag, like I did. Center flag. Okay, remember those doors don't work, just fix them yourself. Or something, I don't know. It'll be fixed in my compiled version, I know that I include with these videos. So, you can look at those. I'm checking around for leaks, any problems, anything I may have forgotten. I think I got everything. You know what? I think I did. So, with that, you can wait for my next one, which I really haven't decided yet. Anyways, try the compile version if you can. Okay, thanks. See you all later.